And we're gonna watch a video later on too.
Mm.
Okay. So all right, Shalom. I want to start by saying Barakathe Hawa, Barakathe Hawa Barakathe Hawa, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the artists in the hearts of Great Millstone. And enough respect to the brothers that are out there pushing and spreading the truth, all right, the gospel to the folk on the road. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Did some research on this devil right here. You know, I'm not even sure whether to say his name or not, but you know, this devil right here, you know, and he has this thing called the Open Society. And what it is that we're gonna watch a video in a second on how they present the Open Society to you. But what you're gonna find out is that this Open Society does a lot more, and it does a lot more. It does a lot more wickedness, okay, than the good it does. Matter of fact, it does no good at all. It's just there to masquerade as being good, but all it is like a shadow society that does wicked things in the background. Okay. Now, there's some of these things you know, but we just you know, because you know that Esau controls the world, and Esau with his money and his influence, he's everywhere. Okay, and this Esau's world. But you know, this lesson is for you to, you know, be more precise on the certain things that you know you generalize about. Okay, so just gonna start off the video off, but before we do that, we're gonna read Job 9:24, because this is what it's based on. Okay, so Shalom, Job 9:24.
This is Job 9:24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?"
Right. So the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. That is the main point of this video right now. All right. This is we got 2 Corinthians. Shalom.
I got you. Yeah, I got it. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 13.
Okay.
For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Hamashiach. Verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
That's right. So Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Okay, because a lot of people in the world, you know, they like what this man's doing. They like the world that he has cooked up. You know, people like and enjoy it. Is there like an echo in the background or something like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Is it so? You just try and like mute it, and then you know back and forth, increase it. So, so a lot of people like the society that he has brewed up, you know, because people like are attracted to deceitful lust. Okay, so Satan has transformed into an angel of light, but nevertheless he's still Satan. So one of the things that he does is, you know, one of the things that he proves. Okay, so matter of fact, let's just watch the video on Open Society on what it is. You know,
understanding Open Society is one thing. Trying to.
Oh, your screen is not shared.
Oh, the water. Yeah. No. So
There you go.
Yeah, it's about this man right here. You know, that's and their name right here. I don't want to say anything. So, but or as the video gets taken down. So.
Open societies or strengthening. Understanding Open Society is one thing. Trying to create open societies or strengthening open societies is something else. They have to evolve. They have to create themselves. And that process is a never-ending process.
We're living in very anxious times. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world. People are afraid and they want to hide behind closed borders.
Societies are divided, and the spaces of contestation are becoming more explosive and in some cases violent.
People are questioning the rationality. People are questioning the established institutions and norms.
It's an onslaught not just on immigrants' rights, but Muslim rights, reproductive rights, and LGBT rights.
This endless war on terror, the migration crisis, all of that is distorting democratic practice in the world.
We've got enemies, open society and its enemies.
We are, as the Open Society Foundation, is part of a network who support a set of values and a set of principles and a set of ideas.
This vision of an open and humane society.
A society in which everybody's full potential as a human being is realized.
A belief in the right of every individual to have certain levels of dignity, including freedom.
The freedom of expression.
The freedom of assembly and association.
The freedom of movement.
The right to protest.
Voting rights. A free judiciary.
Equal justice and transparency and fairness.
And a government.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I just want you to listen with again in the spirit. Okay, listen and watch in the spirit, because some of the things that they say, like I said, it masquerades as they masquerade themselves as being an altruist, but really it's not. It's wickedness. Okay. So just what this
enemies, open society and its enemies.
We are, as the Open Society Foundation, is part of a network who support a set of values and a set of principles and a set of ideas.
This vision of an open and humane society.
A society in which everybody's full potential as a human being is realized.
A belief in the right of every individual to have certain levels of dignity, including freedom.
The freedom of expression.
The freedom of assembly and association.
The freedom of movement.
The right to protest.
Voting rights. A free judiciary.
Equal justice and transparency and fairness.
And a government that is held accountable by its people.
And at the very heart of the idea of open society is that people can disagree, but they can still recognize the greater goal of being able to live in mutual respect, in peace.
OSF provides an opportunity to question power, to hold power to account. But the complexity of the fight is that power fights back.
Even though we are faced with seemingly intractable problems.
Okay, so it's long, and you get the idea. They're gonna try to show themselves as being good people, but when you find out, go ahead.
No, you can say what you said.
Oh, okay. So this man, okay, we're gonna keep saying this. This man is a wicked man. He's a wicked person, and understand that you never forget this, that this man is extremely good. Okay, he's extremely effective at being very deceptive. Okay, that's why when you watch the video, everybody from around the world seems to be in this organization. He's handpicked people from all over the nation. Okay, because who is he trying to deceive? He's trying to deceive everybody in the world. Okay, so when you a Moabite and you see a Moabite speaking, oh, there it is. You automatically believe him. You put your trust in him. You see it when you're from the tribe of Judah and you see a Judite speaking, you put your trust in him. Okay, and that's why his influence is all around the world, right? So understand that this man, he has a natural disposition to go to stand against anything that the Most High has said. Okay, so we're gonna read the things that he says. We're trying to create a world where people have dignity. Okay, but we're gonna find out what dignifies a woman, who just has no, I don't even want to say the word, who just goes to a clinic and gets rid of a pregnancy. Where's the dignity in that? Okay, but in his world, it's complete sin, man. But in his world, it's fine. There is no dignity in a woman, a promiscuous woman, walking around, doing whatever the hell she wants, wearing her ass hanging on, whatever, shaming her family. There is no dignity in that. But in this man's world, there is dignity in it. Well, as long as you could do it, it's a dignity. Whatever you want to do it, he calls it dignity. Okay, any wickedness that you do, okay, he calls it dignity. And so people own up to that, and that's why people love this world that he has brewed up. People love the environment that they're in right now. Okay, because his whole philosophy is do what you will. All right. Shalom, you had a precept.
Yeah, I got another precept now that you just was saying that. Hold on, give me one moment. Because like we read earlier in Job 9 and 24, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. But who gave him the earth into his hands, right? So this is Ezekiel 28 and 14. It says, thou art the anointed cherub that covereth. So the Most High is speaking through Ezekiel, and this is really going to Esau. The Most High is saying, thou art that anointed cherub that covered. What is he covering? The whole earth with his lies. That's that going back to in Genesis, going back to the serpent when it says, thou shalt eat the dust all the days of thy life. That's that dust, which is confusion. He's confusing the world into making it think that his way is the right way to go, that a woman will, I guess you could say, sterilize herself and completely not want to have kids. Women are out of order. I just seen something on Instagram where they was saying how a woman has 2 husbands. And they're saying she's living her best life. And these dudes is happy. They have a smile and they feel like, yeah, we have this woman, we're both, her man. That's the backwardness of this world. So the earth is given into the hands of wicked. And what do you think the wicked is going to do? He's going to promote wickedness. So just to continue on, it says, and
they just man, yo, this place is gone, man. Wait, in the interview, they talking to each other?
No, it was just a picture I see on Instagram where it's a woman, she's sitting in the middle, and then she got a man behind her and a man like in front of her, and they're both her husband, and they're saying she's living her best life.
All right, continue. So like, yeah, that's some backward shit, man. Some back crazy shit. What the fuck?
So reading again, it says, verse 14, Ezekiel 20 and 14, it says, thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. So the Most High is the one that gave Esau the power and has given him the ability to do what he wants. Now, going into John, the 3rd chapter, because you said something earlier about how the people of this world like wickedness. This is John chapter 3, and I'm going to just start at 16. It says, for the Most High so loved the world, which is the Israel, that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. This is going into to the nation of Israel. But verse 17, for the Most High sent his son into the world to condemn the world. Oh, sorry. Let me read that again. For the Most High sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High, which is Yahushua. And there goes the importance of that name again. And when you were playing the video, you see how when they was talking about how humans could potentially become their best selves, you never hear them potentially becoming their best selves for the Most High. It's never anything. It's always godliness. It has nothing to do with the Most High.
Exactly.
Verse 19, it says, and this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, because the Most High has given us the through his son Yahushua has given us the order to push his word. And this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. So that's going to what you were saying earlier, that this world likes darkness, right? It doesn't like the light. That's when you're trying to reprove somebody and tell them about the wicked ways. They just like, nah, don't tell me about that. I don't want to hear that. Because they want to just, live in evil. So that's all. You can continue.
So that's great, man. So this like the brother brought up, the people of this world, they're kind of coupled with Esau. That's why ultimately they're gonna get the judgment of Esau. Okay, when the whole discussion goes down, the Most High destroys it. When the Most High destroys Esau's kingdom, he's gonna destroy many of these nations, and even Israelites, 2/3 of them with it. Okay, because we can't, it's damn near, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to reverse the damage that they've done. The scripture said wickedness have exceedingly polluted this place. Right? Go ahead.
I got a precept.
All right.
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter.
Right. So one of the things that they do, matter of fact, since we're talking about the women, I'm gonna go right here. All right. So this is the NAF and the NAF, which stands for National Abortion Federation. okay, which is funded by the Open Society, okay, because what they deal with freedom, all right. So they want to give the women the freedom to just get an abortion, when they be in the same spirit as Israel was when they were sacrificing their children to Molech. Okay, it's the same thing that they were doing back then, but just now they're doing it differently. It says it was established in 1977 by pro-choice activist Frances Kislin, the National Abortion Federation. He also which also goes into the Planned Parenthood with Margaret Sanger. With all these things, man, these people are all these ESO and these wicked elite ESO are behind all of it. But the part I'm looking for, let me see. All right, let me just read through it. It says, established in 1977 by pro-choice activist Frances Kislin, the National Abortion Federation describes itself as a professional association of abortion providers in North America, opposing any restrictions on abortion at either the state or federation levels. This federation professes to offer quality training and services to abortion providers and unbiased information and federal services to women. So what this man does, this man purposely funds doctors and gives them the skills, okay, to be able to perform abortion. That's what he does. Now, it also says that it opposes restrictions on abortion on either the state or federal levels, because when in high school, they will come over there and within sexual education, they will come and they will tell the women that with minors, mind you, like 15, 16-year-old, they will give them all the location to every abortion clinic within a certain mile of their area. They do that, okay? And they tell them, if you want to have an abortion, this and this and that, do this and this and that. Just they don't teach them, to not be a promiscuous, to not be harlots, walking around and just getting around with every man that they get. They don't know. They don't teach them that morals. That's not what they teach them. But they teach them that do whatever you can, and that will help with the consequences. Don't worry about it. Do whatever we can, and all the consequences that comes with it, we'll get rid of it. Okay? So here it is. The Most High has said, and this also shows you that Esau has like I said, Esau has a natural disposition to go against anything the Most High has said in stone. So here it is. If this was this was a righteous kingdom, a woman that was going around sleeping, an Israelite woman that was going around doing all these things, okay, will be put to death. But in Esau's kingdom, that's not how he makes it. The Most High says the wages of sin is death. Esau says the wages of sin is riches and peace. Okay, and that's what they do. So if you are 15-year-old and I did this, you can go ahead and have an abortion without nobody can tell you not to do it. Okay, 15-year-olds. So there it is. How do I put it? They say that they need parental consent, but really they don't, because they also give them a different avenue to take to get around parental consent. All they got to go is go to the judge, go to get a court order and override the parents' consent. So if you have a child, if you have a daughter, she got pregnant and she's trying to go to an abortion, you tell her if you can't go, you don't allow it. All she has to do is just go to Esau, go to the court, and then blah blah blah, tell them I want to have this, and then they'll override your parents' decision, and then they'll have that child have an abortion, and she just sitting there conscience free, okay? Which also after this we're gonna go next into the education part, okay, and how this guy also funds the education. So here it is. That's what the Open Society does. It funds them. It creates wicked people, man. Like on the group chat, Shalom, Bernay Hodge. Shalom, Burnett, Salak, I didn't say the name right. So it says an issue of particular concern to the National Abortion Federation is that women of color, low-income women, and immigrant population face unique obstacles when seeking abortions, including discrimination, language barriers, and socioeconomic factors. Now, it says the NAF opposes to pro-life legislators, okay, who have passed state laws that that drastically diminishes access to abortion. These laws include parental concerns or notification requirements, which which according to NFAC can violate the privacy of young women by forcing them to involve their parents into the decision. Okay, see how it is? You see how they're fueling wickedness. Okay, Daniel 8:25, and through his policy, Esau's policy, he caused craft to prosper in his hand. Okay.
I got a couple of precepts for you if you don't mind.
Bring it out, because I'm kind of lost in this right now.
Yeah. This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Right. So, like you were saying, Esau has basically trained our people into the ways of wickedness, because it's the same thing like us when we're in this truth. We've learned the way of righteousness, right? And we're training ourselves. The Most High is training us through his son Yahushua in the ways of righteousness. So what? When we pray to the Most High, when we fast, when we study, when we come to camp, we're being obedient unto the Most High. And we're repetitiously doing the same thing in righteousness. Rehearsing the righteous acts. But that's the same thing for wickedness. If you're telling people that, hey, children could bypass their parents, and not listen to their parents, and you're always enforcing these things, and then they see other people doing it, it's okay, and they see that the society is promoting it, you're training our future generations to follow in wickedness over and over and over. That's why Israel has not gotten better ever since Israel has been good since after King Solomon, really. Because it's just been the same bullshit over and over and over, and then the next generation keeps coming up more wicked and more wicked. Because Esau has trained our nation into be just following after wickedness. That's why scriptures say, Jeremiah, learn not the way of the heathen.
Right. So, hey, and again, I'm just hold that precept because we're going to bring it back again and hit it one more time before we get into the other one. It says. So to summarize, it says a member of the National Council of Women's Organization, the NAF was co-sponsoring partner of February 25, 24, blah, blah, blah. It says whose mission was to protect women's right to receive abortions, birth control, and all reproductive health services, okay, at the taxpayer's expense. Jump down, it says from 2001 to 2004, the National Abortion Federation, with funding from George Soros's Open Society, conducted a series of training in a method known as manual vacuum aspiration, okay, for abortionists in Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and the republics of the former Soviet Union. To advance its abortion-related agenda, the NAF disseminates that it describes as accurate, unbiased, and evidence-based information. Yada yada yada. You get the point. So again, this is where this man's so-called dignified organization that aim to make the world a better place. This is where it has led us. This is one of the many places that it has led us. Okay. Let me see this.
Oh, and if I may say, just Esau has gone our people into following after wickedness, and like the elder was getting into, this wicked world has pretty much, Elder Tizawan was saying at camp the other day that men are just, essentially afraid of women. Now, not afraid of women in the sense of like,
that's
scared.
what it is.
It's more like afraid to deal with women because, like, what's the point? You're gonna give up the box eventually, or you've already been ran through. You're mentally not okay. You have so many kids. Now you want me to take care of your kids, but the father, where the hell is he? It's like, it's just nothing but chaos. And then women see nothing wrong with it. It's like, what the hell? You mean I'm still good? But it's like, you've messed around with so many men. It's like, you're not okay up here because, so many spirits you've dealt with. So now it's like, a lot of people think that just because they have kids that they're a father or mother, but just because you may have kids does not make you a father or mother. You have to be taught how to be a father or mother.
Right.
I like to say that, a lot of in this generation, there's a lot of males and females, meaning that you're just able to have kids, but you're not a father or a mother.
Right.
Because you have to be taught how to do that.
Yeah. And
by a mother and a father.
There ain't a lot of men around, man. Like, yeah, he's a male. He's not a man, the characteristics of a man, it's not there.
No,
That's
he's not a father because he hasn't been taught by a father.
exactly.
You know, he's been taught by basically how to be a nigga by a nigga. That's why you just have niggas around.
So before we get into it, just look at how much money that, let me get it right now, that gets pumped into them. This is the assets: $143,563,347. The grants received 352. This is all his money. Now, I'm not gonna. We already said his name, right? But
Yeah, George
these all,
Soros.
yeah. This is what he does. Okay. So can you bring that precept one more time? Train up your child in the way that he should go.
Yeah, and I got another one as well. But this is Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
All right. Shit. Break it down one more time because I'm trying to get this.
I got you. It says Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
All right. And you say you had another precept?
Yeah, it's just a quick precept, just to back up Proverbs 22:6. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 10, verse 2. Yeah, I'm gonna just go to. It says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein." So, because the rulers of this world is evil, is darkness, that's how the people is going to be. And now you have a wicked kingdom because the people ruling are also wicked.
Okay, let me just, before we get into it, the Prussian education system. All right, this is the National Education Association. It says the NEA was founded in 1850 as the National Teachers Association, and adopted its present name in 1857, promoting government-owned public schools and modern pedagogical ideas. This union permitted no private school teachers to join its ranks. These government-owned and run schools were modeled on the statist European education in Prussia. And that's why I'm searching out the Prussian education system, because I want you to understand what it actually does. Trying to. Oh yeah, this is what I was trying to find. I'm not. All right, let me just read through all of it. It's not a lot. It says.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
That word that you were trying to read, it's this word. Hold on, let me play it for you.
Pedagogical.
It's pedagogical, and it says the definition relating to teaching. So they're teaching people something.
So the Prussian education system, it's like, I'm trying to read it so you really understand. It was made to indoctrinate the entire nation, right? In the time of war, you wanted people to fight. Okay, you wanted people to support your government. So when the government started investing in public schools, they made sure to indoctrinate people's mind, okay, to believe in your government, to look at your government as if they were gods. And that's why it says it's modeled after the Prussian education. I just want you. It says the system, okay, the Prussian education system is the model for education in many modern nations, including the United States. It is essentially a model of mandatory education in which all members of a country must attend school up to a certain level. Okay, the system was developed in the 18th century. The Kingdom of Prussia funded their school system with taxes rather than charging students, allowing citizens to attend for free. Now, again, being Esau, it was never a good thing. At the same time, they made. Let me see. I'm trying to find something that hits the point. Damn. Okay, so just right here, try to see if you can read it right here. I think this pretty much summarizes. It says, to that end, the Prussian educational system sought to take education out of the hands of family and church with 5 key goals in mind. It was to create obedience workers for the minds. Obedient, let me see if I can get into it more. All right. It says obedient workers for the minds, obedient soldiers for the army, well subordinated civil servants to the government, well subordinated clerks to industry, citizens who thought alike about major issues. Okay, so like you said, it's modeled after the Prussian education system. Now you know what the Prussian education system actually does. And so this man, knowing the power of the human minds and his aspiration to wield it, this is where he funded an organization that was like it, that was like the Prussian education system. It says right. It says in a 1935 report presented at the 72nd annual NEA convention, the union's future executive secretary Willard Gibbons wrote, "A dying liaison fur that must be completely destroyed, and all of us must be subjected to a large degree of social control. The major function of the school is the social orientation of the individual." Now check this. It must seek to give him understanding of the transition to a new social order. That's what it does. So that's why nowadays, you know, you have like it seems to like a majority of people that seem to go with this whole rainbow movement. It's kind of growing, and they're getting younger, and you wonder, yo, where are they coming from? Where is it coming from? You know, like I know my kid all this while. It's cause where he's going every morning. When you wake up and you drive him there, when you drop him off, you pick him up. Okay, what happened in school? This and this and this and that, and you think it's nothing. That's where it's going. They actually being rewired in their mind. Okay, for wickedness. It says, this is the part where all right, so this is also going to how one of the things that they do. It says the NEA's explicitly stated quest to foster positive self-control, which is also another fancy word for pride. Okay, so in school children continues to this day. In his book Inside America's Education, Thomas Sowell, this is I know you keep an eye on the chat. It says, can you hear me, Amna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. In his book Inside American Education, Thomas Sowell observes, perhaps nothing so captures what is wrong with American schools as the result of an international study of 13-year-olds, which found that Koreans ranked first in mathematics and Americans last. Okay, when asked if they thought they were good at mathematics, only 23% of Korean youngsters said yes, they are the best. And look at how they said only 23% of them said yes. Only 3% of the best mathematicians, 13-year-olds in the world said yes. They you know, the other 70%, you know, basically said no. They ain't that good, but they were fucking good. They were ranked all right, compared to 68% of American 13-year-olds. So here it is. They are fostering positive self-esteem. That's why I said it's all pride, because they ain't teaching the children anything. Basic skills, they are lacking in it. But here it is. They're walking around the world shooting off the opinion that they are smart. Okay, so the American educational dogma that students should feel good about themselves was a success in its own terms, though not in any other terms. Okay, so here it is. And you know, one of the worst things a man can be is pride. Okay, it's proud, because the scripture tells you pride comes before destruction. The scripture tells you that a man's heart is turned away from the Most High the moment he becomes proud, and ultimately this man gets put to death. Okay, and that's what this school, that's what they're pushing. That's what this man is pushing on people. So bring that priest one more time. Train your charge in the way that he should go.
God, I got you.
Yeah.
Man, it's a little hot in my room. Salakia.
Coding.
This is Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right. Right. So sum it up perfect like that. And then we're going to go to the one everybody loves, the Hamite that everybody loves. There it is. Barack Hussein Obama. It says, while George Soros was busy bankrolling his battalion of established activist groups and launching few new ones of his own, he quite naturally looked towards the upcoming presidential election of 2008 with great anticipation, eagerly awaiting for the day when George W. Bush would finally leave office. The question was, who would replace him? In recent years, all indicators had been that George Soros favored Hillary Clinton above most, if not all, other potential Democratic candidates for president. For president, but now there was a new face on the scene, a young, charismatic U.S. senator from Illinois named Barack Obama, who seemed not only to share virtually all of Soros's values and agendas, which also shows you that this man, this Hamite, he's not good for you at all. There's nothing about him that's good for our nation, man, for Israel. Because why do we want this man? Why should we look up to this man when he shares, the same values as this devil right here? We don't want him around. We don't want to look up to him. We don't want our sons looking up to him. We don't want our daughters looking up to him. Okay, so it says virtually all of George. He shared virtually all of Soros's values and agendas, but also appeared to be a highly skilled politician who stood a good chance of getting elected to the nation's highest office. Okay. It says in December 2006, Soros, who had previously hosted a fundraiser for Obama during the latter's 2004 Senate campaign, met with Obama in Soros's New York office. Just a few weeks later, on January 16, 2007, Obama announced that he will form a presidential exploratory committee and was contemplating a run for White House. Okay, so within hours, George Soros sent the senator a contribution of $2,000 and $100, the maximum amount allowable under campaign finance laws. Which that's not all he did. When you, it's a lot of information. I'm not going to read anything for the sake of time, but this man did a lot. Shalom, I said we'll be here for 30 minutes, but it's a lot. Man. Forgive me for going over.
No, you go. I'm getting precepts to you. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, if you can bring it up. I'm now, so don't just bring it up when you can.
All
right. So yeah. And then it goes to the call for global government. All right. Soros's desire for worldwide welfare structure is consistent with his general preference for some form of global government. In 1998, he wrote that insofar as there are collective interests that transcend state boundaries, the sovereignty of state must be subordinated to international law and international institution. The greatest opposition to this idea, he added somberly, is coming from the United States. So he wants a global government. He wants a new world order. He wants every person behind every border, the government, every sovereign state in the world, okay, to be subordinate, to be under, okay, to respond to an international law and an international constitution, okay, an international law and an international constitution that is funded by him, that is owned by him, George Soros, okay, and eventually, and he will. The scripture says that he will get to that point, like he will get to the point where he's about to fill his belly. He will get to a point where this all comes to pass, the new world order. He's right at the brink of achieving it. Okay, he's going to have everybody chipped. He's going to have all the government report to one person, to report to one one international institution, as he put it. He's going to get to that point, okay? So it says, but the Mossad, that is when the Mossad eventually cut his ass off. And that is where he goes into hardcore slavery, man. It says, I think the point is the point is there. And this is right here. This shows you that how good this devil is at actually convincing people. He's very good at trying to sway people to his side, because listen to this right here. It says Soros has continued to espouse his perspective ever since. Then this perspective is a new world order. At a 2003 event, a questionnaire asked Soros whether he and his foundation could help bring more foreign influence into the United States instead of relying on what is essentially a balance between Democrats and conservative Republicans, which hasn't worked and it's not working, and it's not about to start working. Soros replied, "I think you put your finger on a very important flaw in the current world order, and that is that only Americans have a vote in Congress, and yet in the United States, that basically determines policy for the world. That is a flaw in the current step up. I don't think you can correct it by giving the Chinese government a vote in Congress, but it is a flaw, and I think this is where American leadership is needed to take into account and respect the interests of all others as well, in order to retain the dominant position we currently enjoy." So, somebody asking, how are we going to fix, the world? Is there a way to bring foreign influence into America? And he's saying, he basically beat around the question. But the reason he was good the reason this statement, it kind of speaks to me on how he is good at convincing people, is that this part that he said was actually truth, okay? And this is how good the devil tells lie by the lie, but he has certain truths in it, okay? So yeah, go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 52, verse 2. Your tongue devises destruction like a sharp razor, you worker of deceit.
Right, perfect. So that's how it is, man. Hey, can you find me the precept on the poison? Oh man, he's just pure poison. Do you know what I'm talking about? And now,
wait, say it again.
The precept that speaks about Esau's poison.
Let me see.
Right. I'm just replying to
I think so.
so. All right, just when you find, just let me know. Okay. All right. So yeah. And then
yeah, I got it.
Okay, you got it. Bring it out.
This is let me see. I'll start from verse 3. This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
That's right.
This is
perfect. You got one?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. All right, this is our precept
I got
from
you. I got it.
Burnett Hodge. Yeah, I'm gonna get you real quick. It says when he's about
Psalms 58, and I'm gonna just start at 2. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Let me just read the precept real quick.
Yeah, I got it.
It says 2023. Oh no, I'm saying from the comment section. Oh damn, it's technology. This is Burnett Hodge. It says when he's about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right, it's perfect. Let me stop and invite the brother real quick. All right, I'm gonna stay here for now, and then now you have more precept.
Um,
All right, it's fine. I'll just get into the next part because if I move on to the brother might join and I might not know, but you know,
yeah, I had another precept. Okay.
You can bring it out.
All right, let Shalom go first.
Yeah, Shalom, you can bring your precept. Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
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 You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fucking Satan. Every time the internet got something's wrong with it. It's just, whatever. Kind of lost my train of thought. And yeah, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. Going into what you were saying, how our people like to believe everything that Esau says. It says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. Right. So these simple-minded people think that Esau is really trying to make a world a better place with all these, in different indoctrinations that he likes to bring into the world. But now I'm gonna jump up to verse 12. It says, there's a way which seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So are people thinking that Esau's way is the right way, that everything's going to become better if you follow after his way?
Damn, the connection is
going to lead right into death. And I'm going to jump right back down to verse 16. It says, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. Right. So when you try to tell these people that you can't follow.
Oh no, his internet.
Yeah, his internet, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try and add him again. But and also try to get the second Ezra's. You remember that precept? Second Ezra's
425.
Yeah, fourth. Yeah, start from 28. And I see the right here. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dwelling shall come upon his own pate. So perfect. We're gonna bring that to second Ezra, and I'm gonna also bring out this precept one more time. Where is it? Right. I'm gonna bring out this precept one more time. Job 20 and 23. So you holding it down? I don't know if I got it.
Yeah. You said start at 28.
Yeah. 28, verse 28.
Okay. Second is 428. I got it. Want me to read it?
Yeah, see if you can, wait. Let me try add it one more time. All right. See if he joined. All right, he's back. It's his phone. All right. Yeah.
You good, brother?
Only when I got to do this, that's when the internet. I guarantee if I go watch Dragon Ball Z right now, the computer's going to be perfectly fine.
All right. So you think so? You're going to use your Apocrypha then, right? To read second Ezra?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool.
Just give me a moment. I had a bunch of stuff to say, and now I just forgot it because of that. It was second Ezra, right?
I mean, it was about a simple believing every word. I don't know if that clicks a bell. You can still go ahead and say it.
No, yeah, the point was made. Yeah, just
all right.
Yeah, it's just irritating. Oh, you said it was second Ezra, the 4th chapter, right?
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start from, or you just want me to go to the point?
Start from 28. Yeah.
20 what?
28.
Oh, okay, 28. This is second Ezra chapter 4, verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Wait,
Want me to
Select,
continue?
let me put it again, right? I think I put in the wrong precept. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. 4 and 28. Am I sharing my screen?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Damn, man. We're losing momentum.
Yeah, it's showing now.
All right. Oh, but before, all right, let's just do this one out. But wait, let's just get this point across real quick. We got the Persian education system. This is an article entitled "How George Soros Infiltrated the European Court of Human Rights." Okay, and man, this devil, man. The European Union's Court of Human Rights is heavily influenced by organizations pressing for the open society ideology being pushed by billionaire globalist George Soros. According to a groundbreaking report from the European Center for Law and Justice, a network of non-governmental organizations financed by George Soros has gained enormous influence in the European Court of Human Rights. And these people are the ones that make that rule some matters like right to religion, right to sexuality freedom, to right to education, right to life, and all that, right to protest. That these are the people that put laws on that. They rule on human rights. Okay, and so this man right here, I'm gonna read it again. According to a groundbreaking report from the European Center for Law and Justice, a network of non-governmental organizations financed by George Soros has gained enormous influence in the European Court of Human Rights. The court essentially sets many of the laws related to gender, immigration, and religion across Europe. Which should also bring your mind to Maccabees. Okay, the first chapter, first verse. Mm-hmm. When Alexander got control of the world, the earth was multiplied with wickedness. Amen. This devil. The report details how the objective of the ECHR is now to promote and enforce an open society ideology championed by liberal financiers Soros. So all the wickedness that we had about this man right here through his open society, he man, this devil, man. Like the brother said before the video, no matter how much you search, you can never find the full scope of this man's wickedness. Okay, so you see, he's planning on pushing this ideology, okay, throughout the entire world. Soros has become a master of causing chaos in the world under the guise of altruism, according to French magazine Valeurs Actuelles or something like that. The magazine details how nearly all the judges from the European Court of Human Rights, nearly all the judges received funding at some point in their careers from open society foundations, which George Soros provided with 18 billion of his own money. Okay, this man.
Euros. Wow.
Yeah, euros. Yeah, this man. The world is literally in his hand. This man has control of everything that you can possibly think of. These wicked elites. Okay, they're everywhere. All right. So getting into, so now we know, now we know the few specific of these people's wickedness. We're going to go to 2nd Ezra, the 28th chapter, and we're going to see why the Lord, the Most High, has it so. Okay. Why is it like that? So like, let me just, all right. Okay, cool. 28.
2nd Ezra chapter 4 verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Continue. All right. Yeah. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Continue.
For the grain of evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much more ungodliness hath it brought up unto this time? And how much more shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come?
Right. And the time of threshing should also bring your mind into Daniel. I believe with the vision Daniel had of the the vision, the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had with the statue. The time of threshing. So basically, this whole wicked, the wicked seed, these nations are gonna be, the Most High has given them an extended amount of time to rule, and then the time of threshing is gonna come. Right. That's why I was trying to hold this precept. What was it in Job
20:23?
Right, Job 20:23. But did he remove it? All right, it's right here. Job 20:23, right here.
Yeah.
So when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, then and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Okay, will be the time of threshing. All right, continue. 31.
Oh, Salaki, I got you. Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness the grain of evil seed had brought forth.
Right. So right now, don't worry about it. Don't think too much on it. Right now, fulfill your obedience. Okay. Push the truth to the best of your ability. Okay. Do worry about work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay. Do all the things that you need to do as you, as a person, as a man of the Lord. Okay, as a person striving for righteousness. Okay, don't be worried about when are they gonna get their justice, because ultimately what happens is that you start acting like these NFAC people. You start picking up guns. All right, bro, I can't think, because all they do is think of Esau's wickedness. All they do is worry about Esau. They ain't worried about themselves. They don't have the Most High in mind. All they do is ponder on the wicked grain of the evil seed that has brought forth. So eventually you take some stupid ass measures, and ultimately it's a fruitless endeavor. It costs you your life. All right. Continue in verse 32.
No, if I may say, though, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual, mighty to the bringing down strongholds.
Perfect. Right.
Verse 32 in 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 32. And when the ears shall be cut down, which are without number, how great a floor shall they fill?
Ooh, man. All right, continue.
Then I answered and said, how and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are our years few and evil?
Continue.
And he answered me, saying, do not thou hasten above the Most Highest, for thy haste is in vain to be above him, for thou hast much exceeded.
Continue.
Did not the souls also of the righteous ask question of these things in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward?
Right. Continue.
And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he had weighed the world in the balance, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times.
Right.
And he
has weighed the earth in balance, and by measure has he measured the times, and by number has he numbered the time. Right. And finish the last sentence.
And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Right. He does not move or stir them until the measures be fulfilled. Esau's destruction, it's set in stone. Okay. All we got to do is move through the present time and meet it in the future. That's all we're gonna do. Okay. And Esau has to understand. Esau, no matter how many channels you put down, no matter how many strikes you put on brothers' channels, you always hear this. Okay. Your destruction, the time of threshing, the Most High has numbered it and has measured it, and he does not move nor stir them. He's not gonna, all right, I'm gonna give you 1 more week. I'm gonna give you 3 more. No, none of that shit. When that second comes, that second is your destruction comes too. All right. So do you brothers have anything more to say? Let me just end it up. I mean, for me, with this again, Job 20 and 23, when he's about to fill his belly, okay, God shall cast his fury, the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he says eating. All right, the scripture also tells you that that the judgment of the Lord does sit, and the fury of the Lord shall rest upon the people. Okay. So if that's it for me. If you had more to add, just add it.
I just got one precept that I got here. Let's see. I had a whole bunch of stuff to say and this, that messed with me. But this is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. Just going into downfall of Esau's kingdom, because Esau, like you were saying, think that his kingdom's gonna last. Because scriptures even say that they think their inward thought is that their houses shall remain forever. But you don't understand. The Most High is the one that's in control. And he's using Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, on the left-hand side to control you so that way your kingdom could go down, because you're not in control of anything. Even though you may have your army, your little military, you have your FEMA camps, that's all part of the Most High's design. And it's all going to be made manifest at the end. And then at the end, you know that, is it a meme, I think? It's like when they somebody realized that, oh, shit, or damn, it's that black guy, when he be like this, he be like, and they have like the sci-fi music in the background. That's why Esau's gonna realize that.
Yeah, man. Esau's in for a rude awakening. You know, Esau's in for a very rude awakening, and that's why it says that's why power speeding up to the right. I think also the brother shared this article on why scientists are saying that, you know, the day's actually speeding up. You know, it's like the sun is rising and setting. At like, yo, what the fuck is that? It don't even feel like 24 hours no more. You know.
The Earth axis is spinning faster.
The Most High is speeding up the days, man. And Esau, man, look, all that money you pushing, bro, use it to enjoy, my nigga. You using all this to build. So
it's really to build his downfall.
Yeah, yeah, man. You know.
I just want to read this. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This is the matter by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
Wait, hold on, let me bring it right now. Hold on, what?
Okay. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17.
All right. Ah, shit. The fuck? Yo, what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
hear you.
What the fuck is going on? You reached?
Yeah, Satan is busy right now.
I don't want to. Okay, guys.
All right, this is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matters by a decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over at the basis of men. So he set up the basis of men, which is Esau, Edom, and now he's ready to set up Israel up, beginning with the elect now. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. And everything that Esau is doing right now, yeah, you're gonna get your new world order to a degree, and yeah, you're gonna lock people up, and yeah, you're gonna, you know, kill off some people, but really that's all to get you in the kingdom, because Most High is gonna let you do all your wickedness, and then when it's time to judge you, it's like you can't say nothing about, oh well, I didn't do this. No, you did all of that. You killed all them people. You set the nukes off. It was you.
Yeah,
and
man.
It's gonna be a list of all the wickedness that you've done.
These people, you know, there's something waiting for them in the kingdom. Apostle Hart said Esau is gonna be straight up tortured, man. You know, to the point where you get 23 hours of sleep. You know, they work their ass 23 hours, torture them 23 hours, and then they get 1 hour of sleep. And that 1 hour, they're gonna have to learn how to sleep. When he said that, I was like, yeah, man. Like, I didn't even think of that, man. Like, Esau's gonna have to learn how to sleep, man.
Some brothers might not let them sleep at all.
Yeah. You sleep, you got nightmares. You can't even sleep right. You're gonna have to learn how to sleep. Because we're even gonna be in your dreams tormenting you, man. How many times would you die, man? Like, you're gonna be experiencing the pain for 1,000 years. One day, bro. Like, one day, do this. Two day, thinking on a godlike level. Every day is gonna be worse, man. And you definitely gonna deserve it, you know. So yeah, now you have a precept to end it, or something like that.
Yeah, I got a precept.
All right.
This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rusts have not been altogether wiped away. So it's like, even though Esau may come off as good and he may present something to your benefits, it's not really to your benefits.
No,
It's really for him and for your destruction. So you should never trust him in what he does.
Right.
Oh, that precept, Satan is transformed into an angel of light.
Yeah, it ties with that.
You just go into it again. Is it Sirach? Is it 19 and 4, and then just read it right now, because to go with what you just said, I'm not.
Oh, Satan is transformed into an angel of light.
No, to back up what I'm not said.
Oh, Sirach 19 and 4. Hold on.
Yeah, is it? Hold on. Oh, 19. Hold on. No, I think Oh, I think I found it. No, it's not. It's not. It's actually 26. Starting from verse 26.
Sirach 19 and 26.
Yeah, to 28. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Shalom.
This is Sirach chapter 19, verse 26. There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil.
All right. Can you read one more time?
All right. Sirach chapter 19, verse 26. There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity he will do evil.
That's right. Right. So Esau, fuck you. You can go to hell. You know. May the Most High, get a sense on you as soon as possible. So with that, I want to say shalom to the brothers and to the Akims and the Aquas that are listening in truth and sincerity. I want to say shalom. Yahweh Bashnel Shai Barakatha. May the blessing of election be upon your house. So with that, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. All right. So next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.